All right, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And I want to start off in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, now we know who has the earth, whose hand has it been given into, is the wicked. All right, let's get this. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And whom is the wicked that is speaking of? Esau, Edom. Okay? As we know, as the scripture say in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? And as Esau is ruling for his little season, all right, as the scriptures say, we are witnessing how things have been completely done a 360 under his rulership, how things have been turned upside down, right? How people look at things that are, they deem things as the things that are right, they deem it as bad, and they deem the things that is bad, okay, to be good. Let's get that real fast. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. And it says, woe unto them. And woe goes into destruction, right? Sorrows. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And see, this is what you see happening, all across the world. But it starts where? From whom? America, Babylon the Great. Okay? That golden cup that's having all the nations drink from the abominations thereof, roughly paraphrasing. So now to the point of the things that were once called good, these things are being deemed as evil, and the things that are deemed as evil, now people are saying it as good. Okay, now let's use an example of things that are natural. Things that are natural are now being shunned, frowned upon. Okay, the godly ways are now being shunned and frowned upon. But the things that are being deemed, the things that are wicked, okay, the things that are unholy, the things that are not godly, are pushed on the forefront as if this is the way to be. Okay, so as the ruler is in this position and he's pushing this vibration, you see the people, okay, mimicking the same vibration. I was just talking to the brother in the camp, the second in command, the brother Azariah, and I said, look, bro, I said, when you look at how the way the world is going, everyone is on the left hand. Everybody is choosing that left hand side. Everyone is with this left hand energy in some form, shape, or fashion. These people are in agreement to the wicked. They are in agreement to the left hand. You see? And we've been on the opposite. Okay, we've been, servants for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. We are on the right. Okay, and we chose what? We chose a good rather than evil. Now I want to hit this real fast. Book of Isaiah, chapter 60. Verse 2, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And this is what you are seeing. You are seeing gross darkness covering the people. Majority of these people, as you see, are dead people. These people are walking dead. These people are the zombies. These people are the walking dead. even though they may appear, to be alive, so to speak. I mean, yeah, they're walking, they're breathing, but that's all they're doing. Spiritually, they're dead. Their mind is dead. A vegetable state, if you will. Okay, because they don't have the true breath. They don't have the true wisdom. They don't have the true understanding. They walk in the ways of this world and they don't question anything. Speaking of the majority. All right. So when we go back to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10, let's read it again. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And as we see this world and this society, especially starting with here, America, Babylon the Great, we see this is a place that is broken down and it's complete lawlessness. It's not well ordered. And you know what? Matter of fact, you want to speak about well ordered, it is well ordered in what? In wickedness. It's not well ordered in righteousness. That's what it's well ordered in. Okay, and you see the upliftment of the things that's on the left hand of being uplifted, and the things that's on the right hand side, the things that is natural, the things that are, supposed to be, being what? Cast down. All right. I wanted to get a precept. This is in fact, let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Judgment is slacked. Yeah, here we go. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4 says, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay, and this is what you're seeing. A wrong judgment is proceeding. All right. It's even to the point of these unrighteous decrees. These unrighteous decrees is being lifted up as the standard. Okay. But we know what the true standard is. We know the true standard and the way how this world is supposed to be operating is by the way of Yahweh, the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the Holy Scriptures, okay? Which is supposed to be operated by who? Or going forth through who? The men of the Lord, the servants, the prophets, in which everything will get put back into position where we will, govern this world in righteousness, okay? The governing body. It's the governing body is standing up for. Okay, righteousness. All right, so let's jump. So it's verse 2 again. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And we know which manner, the person that's ruling is. He's ruling in complete wickedness, okay? And what he says goes forth. So the people are in agreement to the madness that he's pushing forth, okay? Let's jump to the book of Proverbs chapter 29. All right, we're going to jump to verse 2 first. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but the wicked beareth rule. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And this is how another indicator that the wicked is in rulership, because the people on the earth are in a complete mourning state, and it's only going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing but get worse as time continues to go forth. All right. I want to jump to verse 12. It says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. Let's read that again. It says, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. Okay. In Esau, what he pushes forth is complete lies. Okay. The people that's next up in line, to get their reign, which we'll use as presidents and government officials and things like this, they all have what? Inherited lies. Okay. The majority of these people out here that you see everyday basis, they have inherited lies. Case in point, when we talk about the color of our Lord, you have people in 2021 still believe that the Lord was a pale face. I mean, this is insane. Clearly, when the Bible tells you different. But see, this is a lie that they inherited, but they have kept with them. So when we bring out the fact that, oh no, the Lord wasn't, a pale face, right? Lord wasn't no Edomite, wasn't no blue-eyed, blonde-haired devil. We said, no, he was a man of color, okay? He was a man of color with woolly hair, a dark-skinned man, okay? And he comes from the tribe of Judah, so he would be a so-called Negro today. Okay, because that's what the Judahites are today. He was an Israelite. But when we say that, people are in an uproar. But see, this is a lie that they inherited by who? The wicked, the ruler who is in power, who controls all the sources, the media, the entertainment, everything. Okay, so he's able to push the narrative. A lot of people that believe these things that's going on today is why? Because the wicked ruler is pushing the narrative. Okay, when you control the means of, these different sources, you're able to more of control the narrative, right? So going back to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2, 10, verse 3, it says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." Right? And this guy is an unwise king. He's an unwise ruler. He's an unwise judge. Okay, but we know if time and chance happen to them all, as the Lord has given, these things into the bases of men. All right, which is E, the lowest of the low. Right, the world is in the worst state that it can ever be. But we know why this is taking place. This has have taken place because our disobedience. Okay, the disobedience of us, the Israelites, the chosen people, of not hearkening to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, our true power. So our punishment was to see of this is what takes place when you're disobedient. Okay, everything is going to get thrown out of course. You see? So it says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And see, that's what's about to take place very soon as well. Okay, a people, or righteous people that are what? That will be profitable, not only to the people, but to the entire world, to the beasts of the field, to the fowls of the air, to the earth. Because the earth, the land is supposed to get a land Sabbath. It's supposed to get time to rest. You see, but under this ruler, he does none of these things, which these things are all profitable, which all these things are beneficial to the people and to the earth in general. Right? So let's get, let me see. All right, so I'll get chapter 4, Micah 4, verse 1. It says, "But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it." And this is going to take place. Okay, a righteous government, a people that is profitable are going to be set back up in authority. And it's going to be governed by the governing body, the 144,000. Okay, which are the men of the Lord, which these are all Israelites. Right? And many nations shall come and say, "Come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." So this is what's going to take place. Okay, it's going to be a changing of worlds. All right, now remember I mentioned Esau is the end of the world and Jacob the beginning of it that falleth. Okay, meaning we are up next to rule, and we are going to rule the earth in complete righteousness. Okay, but this is going to take place, and all the other nations are going to have to. Hey, you know how on state property with Beanie Singh on them said, "Get down or lay down." That's how it's going to be. It tells you that if you don't, these nations that don't hearken, it says they ain't going to get no rain. You see? It tells you we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. You see? So they going to get in line, and we're going to do things justly. We're going to do things righteously. We ain't going to do things how he do it, Okay, but we're going to do things the right way. And this is what's about to happen, because this would need to take place. Okay, and we're about to get this very shortly. So I wanted to touch on that through the Spirit. Lord willing, I hope it was edifying. So the next time I want to say shalom.